how good is the Aspect Juggernaut? Well, fellas, it's nasty. And you're going to see more people using it as we get closer to Trials with Cyrus launching next week. I'm also going to be releasing a Juggernaut build that's going to be purely surrounding how to take advantage of Juggernaut, especially when paired with certain exotics. With that being said, though, let's just talk about base Juggernaut today. This aspect states that with full class ability energy, and after sprinting for a short time, you gain a frontal shield that blocks incoming damage. And when the frontal shield breaks, your class ability energy is depleted. However, while amplified, the shield blocks significantly more damage before breaking. Now, we're not going to get into amplification too much, although our build will surround amplified to get the most out of this damage resist, but just some basics about the Juggernaut shield. First up, it can block up to 50 damage. However, when amplified, this tacks on an extra 45 to 52% more damage resist. So you can imagine how good this is, especially when you're trying to close the gap inside a Crucible. What's so crazy though is just base Juggernaut, how good that is. Because even though it says 50 damage, the shield itself can soak so many things way past that health threshold. And we're gonna actually start with supers today. First up, Deadfall. This can actually break shield and of course tether Titans. Mobius Quiver, pretty much the same as Deadfall. Again, both of these are a suppressing feature, so that pretty much just wrecks Titans. Spectral Blades. Light attack breaks the shield, but doesn't kill. Heavy attack breaks and kills a Juggernaut Titan. Arc Staff. Light attack also breaks the shield, and of course the second hit to secure the kill. Heavy attack completely kills the Guardian. Gathering Storm. This one's wild. Juggernaut actually allows a Titan to survive a Gathering Storm if it passes through the shield. Now, if the Hunter attacks with elevation, the Titan will die. But if not, surprisingly, Juggernaut can actually tank this super. Blade Barrage. Titan can actually survive Blade Barrage with Juggernaut. And in order to kill a Titan with Jug, you have to intentionally hit the ground in front of his path. I know some of us are getting like Destiny 1 flashbacks. Golden Gun. The shield can actually tank one shot of Golden Gun. And this does include Celestial Nighthawk. Yes, a whole Celestial Nighthawk Goldie can be tanked by Juggernaut. We saw this back in Destiny 1, man. And here we are, back again. Now moving on to Titans. Thunder Crash, of course, kills the Titan. Striker. The Heavy Slam and Light attacks are actually both blocked by the shield when performed in front of the Titan. But again, it has to be in front of the Titan. Sinnoh Shield. The Shield Throw and Bash both destroy shield and hurt the Titan, but the Titan still survives. I feel like as this video is going on, more and more people are becoming Titan mains by the second. Burning Maul. Both Spin to Win and Ground Slam both kill the Titan. That's partly due to the fact of its tracking capability, and it kind of like erupts underneath the Guardian on the Ground Slam, and then the Spin attack. It could probably soak that initial hit, but then afterwards it's Spin to Win, right? Hammer of Soul also kills on impact. Warlock. Storm Trance. Ticklefinger actually breaks the shield first, and then of course kills the Titan. Landfall only breaks the shield, but close up it does get the kill. Chaos Reach is actually able to break the shield, then of course kills the Titan. We've seen some crazy things from Chaos Reach. Y'all remember when Chaos Reach used to be able to wallbang? I actually think it still can. Nova Warp breaks the shield if in front, but kills everywhere else. Nova Bomb is an instant kill for both Vortex and Cataclysm. Dawn Blade also an instant kill. Needless to say, Warlocks, you are like Titan Juggernaut Kryptonites, which is like the complete opposite of Hunters. Now, in terms of abilities, Thermite does do damage to the shield and the Guardian. Trip Mine Grenades, you can actually bull rush a Trip Mine Grenade, and it will only break the shield and slightly burn you. Still, not necessarily advised as a strategy here, but you can do it. Fusion Grenade actually hangs in midair. Don't use it. Firebolt. Behind does damage to the Titan. In front, it breaks shield and does minor burn. Incendiary Grenade is essentially the same as Firebolt. Solar Grenade burns Titan, but ignores the shield. Swarm Grenade does damage to the Titan. Now, Arc Grenades. Lightning Grenade is essentially the same as the Trip Mine Grenade. Storm Grenade damages the Titan as well as the shield. Flashbang Grenade, something to keep in mind, the shield does not stop the blinding effect, and that's pretty much all blinding effects. Skip Grenades actually damages the Titan and the shield. Flux Grenade pretty much does the same thing as fusions. Don't use stickies. Arc Bolt Grenade pretty much does the same thing as Firebolt. Now, Void Grenades. Suppression Grenade suppresses Titan despite location. Also breaks the shield it's in front of. Void Wall pretty much does the same thing as Thermite Grenade, although not as good. Vortex pretty much does the same thing as Solar Grenade. Scatter Grenade damages shield as well as the Titan. Void Spike bypasses the shield and does damage over time to the Titan. Magnetic Grenades, again, the same as Fusion Grenades and Flux Grenades. Don't use them. Axiom Bolt, if directly in front, it will hit the Titan or the shield and do damage to the Titan. But if to the side, it will bypass the shield and try to catch the Titan. And of course, we'll hit them if they stop sprinting. Now, moving on to our melees. Hunter Melee, Knife Trick can break shield and of course burns target. Proximity Knife does damage through Juggernaut. Yeah, primarily because of course it's a proxy knife. The Hunter Void Melees. Snare Bomb actually stops Titan from sprinting. Simultaneously, it gets rid of their shields and does a little bit of damage to their health. Needless to say, bombs actually work pretty good against Jugs. Tempest Strike damages Titan and ignores the shield. Now, the Titan Melee. Consecration kills Titan if both parts actually actually land. Hammer Strike goes through the shield and damages the Titan. Hammer Throw breaks the shield only. Again, you're probably already seeing the trend here, guys. Anything that does single damage, it's just not enough, right? You kind of want repetitive, fast damage. Seismic Strike breaks shield, blinds, and does some damage to the Titan. Ballistic Slam breaks the shield when in front. Thunderclap only breaks the shield. Now, Warlock Melees. Incinerate Snap damages Titan and completely ignores the shield. Celestial Fire also damages Titan and ignores the shield. Pocket Singularity damages Titan and ignores the shield. Ball Lightning damages both the Titan and the shield. Lightning Surge damages Titan and shield. Needless to say again, Warlocks, it's like you're meant to kill us or something. Now, those are pretty much all your abilities plus supers. I know right now we just kind of just ran through everything, and these are fast bullet points. But the purpose of this video is just to give you like an idea of what you're up against when you see a Titan sprinting at you and you have a variety of different abilities. Like if you're rocking a sticky, you don't want to throw it at them. You know what I'm saying? Now, what about exotic interactions? In terms of exotic weapons doing damage to a Titan while they have Juggernaut Shield procced. Vigilant Swing can actually get a Guardian damage on the first burst, primarily because it's a 5-round burst. Crimson, 1 burst to take down the shield. Jade Rabbit. Jade has been a buggy one here lately, right? With its increase in precision damage after landing body shots. Not sure if we're actually getting the bonus damage from Juggernaut. Couldn't get it to proc here. Jade is its own animal. Starting to get up there with Telesto. Wish Ender over penetrates Jug Shield because of Broadhead. Also does 20 damage to the Titan through the shield. Malfeasance. The Juggernaut Shield counts as hits for Malfeasance's perk. So 2 shield shots and 3 hits to the Guardian will cause them to explode. Thorn. Base Thorn only does damage to the shield, but when Mark of the Devourer is active after a kill, the tick damage affects the Titan behind the shield. Wither Horde does damage to the Titan, not the shield, which it completely bypasses. And of course, a direct hit will kill. Cryosthesia can and will freeze a Juggernaut on its burst. Telesto has to stop running to get the kill. Merciless gets the target down to a sliver of health. Lord of Wolves breaks through the shield and does more damage. Jotun breaks shield, but of course not as much damage. Devil's Ruin. 1 laser kills the Titan even when amplified. It's very good. And we've seen Devil's Ruin already against the like of like Arcstriders. It shreds, man. Dead Messenger. Half health, completely ignores Juggernaut. Ruinous Effigy. The Orb Slam is a 1-hit kill when on top of the Titan, but if it is in front, it is blocked by Juggernaut. Delicate Tomb breaks the shield and leaves the Titan at half health. By the way, feel free to check out our Delicate Tomb build. It's quite nasty. Trespasser breaks through the shield in 1 burst and leaves the Titan at half health with Unrepentant. Prospector, for like that one guy still rocking Prospector in PvP, it does kill with damage over time. Tractor Cannon breaks the shield and suppresses targets, and of course can get the kill if close enough. Colony is able to bypass the shield, and it still takes 2 drones to get the kill. I was actually curious about this. Like, did the shield somehow mess with the tracking? Nope. 1000 Voices kills everything. Black Talon able to get the kill in 1 hit. Queen Breaker's Bow. It's able to destroy the shield and of course lightly blinds the target. Anarchy is not able to stick. Again, Juggernaut, it's just not icky enough. I guess, and just stickies don't work on it. The node actually hangs stationary in the air where it made contact. Leviathan's Breath breaks the shield and does 1/4 of the Titan's health. Xenophage breaks the shield, but no extra damage. Salvation's Grip is able to freeze the Titan. Galahorn, of course, an insta-kill. Parasite kills on direct hits. However, it only breaks the shield when fired in front of the targets. Grand Overture just breaks the shield. So just seeing these exotic interactions, it's still impressive. And again, with all of this, outside of a few that we mentioned here specifically, this is without our Titans being amplified. So you can imagine when we finally bring that build to you guys, where you can get amplification over and over, how disgusting this will be. Don't worry, I have every intention of breaking the game. It's coming soon. Now, weapons that do a very good job against Jug Shields. 120 round per minute hand cannons breaks the shield in 1 hit. Bastion is able to break the shield on the first burst and is able to kill on the second and third bursts. Pulse Rifles, 390 round per minute, 340 round per minute, both 1 burst the shield. All others do require 2 bursts. So keep that in mind, guys. Adaptives, high impacts, they do a good job here. Auto Rifles and SMGs are all going to perform pretty similarly when taking out Juggernaut shields. Burst Sidearm actually seems to work the best amongst all the sidearms, as a single burst will take down a Juggernaut shield. Bows, essentially 1 hit from a bow will break a shield. Shotguns, the best option here, guys, is actually a 1-2 punch if you hit all pellets. This can, of course, break the shield, and you can follow with the melee to get the insta-kill. Now, all of the shotguns break the shield in 1 hit. One of the shotguns we're going to be actually reviewing pretty soon here is actually Wastelander, primarily because you can get the crafted version of it, which can grant you enhanced 1-2 punch. Yeah, that's right. By the way, if you've not checked out our video involving how to farm Dares of Eternity, feel free to check that one out. It's definitely worth grinding for, guys. Enhanced 1-2 punch means you have to land less pellets, therefore proccing 1-2 punch more often. and it's actually a fantastic way to shut down supers. Grenade launchers. Pretty much any grenade launcher with spike grenades is good. It breaks the shield and almost kills the target. All others do damage to the target through the shield, but don't actually break the shield. Keep that in mind. Sniper rifles. Breaks the shield, but doesn't kill the target. Even with anti-barrier sniper rifle and armor-piercing rounds, we are not able to kill the target. Just slightly overtuned. And again, this is without amplification. Trace rifles. Breaks through quickly. It's also very easy to keep on target. Granted, trace rifles aren't necessarily meta for PvP, but it actually handles jug shields pretty decently. Glaives. This is also a hard pass. Energy shot breaks shield, and the melee, of course, also breaks the shield. Overall, guys, Juggernaut, it's good, man. Like, you've probably been seeing it. I've been seeing it. Folks are starting to use it more, closing that gap, being able to soak that damage, pair with certain exotics, and of course, if we start rocking amplification or a means to get amplified more often, things can get out of hand very quickly. But that's the beauty of it. We will be making a build surrounding Juggernaut and how to ape until your heart is content. If you enjoyed this video, a like and share is very much appreciated. We test everything sandbox related, so if you want to stick around, feel free to hit the subscribe button. And also a big shout out to the editing squad for all their help with their testing here. There was a lot to test in this video. I know we kind of sprinted through all of these things, but it really did take like 2 whole days to get all the testing done here. So big shout out to those gents. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching. And as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.